Yes.
So I'm having a lot of trouble with two subjects
How are
that I
you?
have. I'm good. How are you? Sorry.
Eh?
I'm good.
How
How are
is
you?
life in new place?
It's interesting. I'm still getting used to it.
But as you reached there, there were problems. You all
No,
fired
we were.
different cities.
Yeah.
Eh?
No, it was fine.
Okay.
I we're still getting a little adjusted, but it's pretty good.
Your
So
schools are already on, or?
no, my school stopped. It's my summer break right now.
Okay.
It's going to start again in September.
Okay. Now tell me, how is
Yeah.
Chotu?
Huh? Sorry.
How is Chotu, younger one?
Oh, she's a badmash. She's having lots of fun. She loves the new place.
Tell me, what is that you want?
So I have two subjects I really want to cover over this summer
Hmm.
because that's something that I've heard is really hard and I had a lot of trouble with. So it's calculus AB and AP Physics C mechanics.
What is
So
calculus?
a math
Yeah. Then
and then physics,
physics,
mechanics. Yeah.
mechanics. Yeah. Both are same.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
In mechanics, there are a lot of calculus.
Yeah. That's what I heard. So.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I wanted to study those over the summer and I was wondering if you could help teach.
What are the subheadings in calculus?
In calculus, there's limits and continuity.
Limits and continuity.
Yeah,
So as long as you should go continuous,
yeah,
and somewhere you have to limit it.
yeah,
Very simple, no?
yeah. And then there's differentiation,
Yeah.
definitions, and basic derivative rules.
Yeah. Derivative means what? From
To
some
derive.
given some item, you must derive something new.
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
In physics, what is the basic derivative? Distance is given, time is given, what you will derive?
Speed.
Yeah, speed or velocity. Direction is there, becomes velocity. No direction, it becomes speed. Actually, derivative is that only.
Okay.
S by t. So what is speed? Speed is equal to distance. Distance is maybe S. You can take it as S. The distance, span. That is why it is called S. How much you will go in a given time. So velocity V equal to S by t. Okay. So if I wanted to tell velocity of a vehicle, will it be uniform?
No.
So it has to be at one point of time. So if I have to define something at one point of time, will I have to take a bigger interval or a smaller interval?
Smaller interval.
That's it. That is the limit.
Okay.
You understood?
Yeah.
So S by t, S is the distance. S by t, when either S becomes smaller, if S becomes smaller, definitely t also will become smaller, right? Therefore, limit, you can write LT, limit, and below that you write t tends to 0, t, and put an arrow mark to 0. That is how it is written. Limit LT, t arrow mark 0, S by t. But you are talking about a S which is bigger and t is also bigger. So you cannot write S by t. Just in front of that you put a reverse triangle, it becomes delta. You know what is delta, right?
Change in.
Yeah, capital delta. A triangle inverted.
Yeah.
That if you write, it becomes delta S by delta T. And you will not say T tends to 0. T is 1 hour, half an hour. That you cannot put it to 0. So it will not become limit to T tends to 0. It becomes limit to delta T tends to 0. Small interval. Small interval of time. That time, how small distance it goes, if that limit becomes 0, moment by moment you will get velocity. That is how you are deriving velocity. That is calculus. Calculus is finished. Okay. Now I will ask you one question. Assume that you draw an x-axis and y-axis. In y-axis you take time. X-axis you have distance. If velocity is equal, that means what will happen? Velocity is equal.
Constant, it will be
Yeah,
linear.
it will be like a 45 degree.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
You understood? Okay. Only at a given point of time you cannot have speed, right? So this goes. It's like a diagonal which is drawn. X-axis, y-axis, it's 45 degree. So what is the change of velocity there?
1.
No change. Velocity is same. Constant velocity. Now assume I wanted to see the change in velocity. As velocity is constant, change in velocity will become
0.
0. That is acceleration. You know gravity, G is equal to gravity is acceleration, right? You remember our discussions long back.
Yeah.
Rate of change of velocity. If there is no velocity change, acceleration becomes 0. Acceleration if positive means velocity will increase. Acceleration is negative, it is called a deceleration. Velocity will come down as time changes. So, if I want to talk about rate of change, best method is calculus. That is where calculus is used. I have to talk about first degree. That is ds by dt, delta s by delta t. Okay. Now 2 times if I want to do that, it will become d square s by dt square. ds by dt is velocity. What is d square s by dt square?
Velocity squared.
No. Rate of change of velocity. That will become acceleration. So first derivative is velocity. Second derivative is acceleration. Are you getting?
Yeah.
Now assume my velocity as you have a x-axis, y-axis. Assume I am increasing the velocity and after some time it comes down. That means first it increased, and that means d square s by dt square is positive.
Yeah.
It is keep on increasing, and after some time it keeps on reducing because it goes up and then reduce the velocity. That means first it has acceleration, then it had a deceleration. And what is on the top?
0 acceleration.
0 acceleration. So assume I wanted to check whether there is a change in direction. If I see d square s by dt square at different places, I will see here it is positive, here it is negative. Then I will go little up, little up, little up, little up. Then I will say, oh, this is the place where change happened. This can be used in mechanics, it can be used in biology, it can be used in Namaste.
Sir, he was cooking, so couldn't come early.
Yeah,
How are you?
fine, enjoy.
Okay, I'll not disturb you in between. I'll come after it's over.
Ask her whether calculus is over.
Calculus is over. Yeah, no problem. She likes your sessions and all.
Is it difficult, calculus?
No.
Now you can teach everybody, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Or yeah. Anyways, okay, I'll leave you both. Continue. Bola khatam hone wala papa bhi aata hai.
Yeah, then, so I am only giving you a basic idea. We will go step by step and look at it. But you must love that first, right? Are you loving now? There is application, correct? Yeah. You should also look at engineering, mathematics, some textbook online. Erwin Kreyszig, that is the book which I taught long back. Maybe 30 years back.
Arvin what?
Erwin Kreyszig,
Okay.
engineering mathematics, in which there will be calculus. Same calculus which you are learning will help you up to any subject. If you are learning economics also, you have a curve, financial curve, market, business studies, population study. Anywhere if there is a change in slope, if you want to study this, only calculus is most important in every subject. Assume you want to go to biology, pressure, the medical science, any diagnosis, it's like a pathology. Calculus is like a pathology. Now assume there is a flow of water in a pipe. In the middle, the velocity will be maximum. Beside the pipe, there is friction.
Yeah.
Even for water, there will be friction. So from the middle to the corner, there is a velocity change. So if you take a bisection and look at the velocity profile, you will see both the edges will become less and in the center it will become more. The velocity pattern will be like that. That is called the limit, where velocity will become zero.
Velocity becomes zero is limit.
Yeah, because zero, less than that you cannot have, you know. Velocity means there is a direction, there is a something is moving. Acceleration can be negative and positive, but velocity cannot be negative. If I run backwards, it is still have velocity in a different direction, right? Can you have a speed less than zero?
No.
That is it. Yeah. Then what is the next subheading?
There's differentiation.
That is what is d by ds by dt, what we told is
Yeah.
differentiation. Yeah. So how do you define differentiation ds by dt? That is limit t tends to 0 s by t, or limit delta t tends to 0 delta s by delta t. See? Yeah.
And then there's contextual application of differentiation.
We already mentioned economics. I know that is going to come because every syllabus will have this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Integration and accumulation of change.
Yeah. Now you have drawn an x-axis and y-axis,
Yeah.
and you have drawn a diagonal.
Yeah.
So maybe you write 1, 2, 3, set or 1 unit. Whichever distance you want, you put it as 1 unit. Y-axis also 1 unit. So what will be the diagonal?
One slope of 1.
Yeah, and then you can make a square there.
Yeah.
X-axis and y-axis, if you draw perpendicular, it will become a square.
Yeah.
That's a square box, right?
Yeah.
The width is 1 unit, length is 1 unit. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I have got a line which is the diagonal. Suppose the diagonal which I projected to the x-axis, I will get a triangle.
Yeah.
You can just shade the triangle. What is the area for the triangle?
It's half of 1.
Yeah. Suppose now instead of 1, you write it is x.
X.
And the other y also is x because it is same, right? Correct? Though it is y-axis and x-axis. Now, generally dy by dx. Earlier we have said s and t. Instead of that, let us put y-axis as y and x-axis as x. What is dy by dx? That is the diagonal
Yeah.
because that is the slope.
Yeah.
Now you can write at the diagonal dy by dx. That is dy by dx. Now you know how the integral sign is put? Like an S, a long S. Long S and write dy by dx. So that is called the integration of dy by dx. What is integration of dy by dx? That will be with respect to x. That means the x-axis. With respect to the parallel x-axis. If you have a diagonal, when you project it down, the shaded portion which you are getting a triangle now, how much is that is the question. So it indirectly computes area.
Oh, okay.
For us, for x-axis and y-axis, for a line, computation of area because we know triangle, rectangle and all that. But assume it becomes a curve like this.
Oh.
Like a wavering curve. Still we can compute it. How do we do that? Put a projection to x-axis, shade that portion. We cannot compute this. It is not that easy. But if you know this function, y is equal to x is our function. Because x-axis, that line is called y is equal to x, right?
Yeah.
So what is the equation of the line which you have drawn?
Dy over dx.
No, that is the slope. Y is equal to x.
Oh, that's the equation. Yeah.
That is the equation because x becomes y. Y is equal to x is the equation. So you write y is equal to x. So integral of y with respect to x. Integral of y with respect to x. That is integral dy by dx. If y is equal to x, what is integral of y?
Dy by dx.
Yeah, what? No. Integral. Integral is reverse. Differential is dy by dx.
Okay.
Integral of y is x square by 2.
Okay.
If y is equal to x, integral of y is x square by 2. Are you getting?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Now, let us see the relation between integral and differential. X square differential becomes dy by dx of dy by dx you write, or d by dx of, in bracket you write x square. Y is equal to x square, say some new problem. Earlier it was y is equal to x. Now we are writing
Y is equal to x.
y is equal to x square. Now dy by dx means d of x square by dx. These are all what we are going to study in this.
Okay.
If there is a circle which moves like this, y is equal to x square means it's a circle. Y is equal to x means it's a line. So y is equal to x, what is the slope? 1. Y is equal to x. So what will become dy by dx? It will become dx by dx. It will become 1.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So that means slope is 1. Integral of y is equal to x is x square by 2. Now for many people this is a big issue, because now I am explaining you with the diagram, drawing, line and all that. But so study calculus perfectly well.
Okay.
Yeah. So integration, basic little concept you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
I think I get it. There's also differential equations.
yeah. Now dy by dx equal to 0. If you write, it becomes equation. Now dy by dx is equal to 1. If you write, slope is this much you are writing. If you write like equation means there is an equal and there is a left hand and right hand. Some two expressions are there which are equal. That is what equation means.
Okay.
Y is equal to x. That's a equation. Y equal x. That means it's an equation. So differential equation means I will write dy by dx equal to 1. D square x by dy square, d square y by dx square equal to 0. If I write d square y by dx square is equal to 0, that means I am drawing a curve and at the top it is coming down.
Okay.
Because I told you now somewhere it is 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this application of integration.
Yeah. Now just now we have seen to compute the volume at different places where undefined curve is there. Below that how much is it? That is what is to be.
And then this parametric equations, polar coordinates and vector valued function.
Yeah. Now we have seen only x-axis, y-axis. This is called a rectangular axis because 90 degree. Okay. Now assume I am talking about Earth. You cannot have x-axis, y-axis alone. You will have whole sphere. So your coordinate system will change. So the shape of the coordinate system will become entirely different in different applications. So it becomes, what is that it says? Centric.
Yeah. Centric. So it's the centric axis?
Yeah, axis will change.
And then there's infinite sequences and series.
Yeah.
And that's the.
Yeah, sequence is something which follows 1, 3, 5, 7. That means a specific distance. Between 1 to 3 there is 2 distance. 3 to 5 there is 2 distance. Such array of numbers with a specific rule is called a sequence. It could be 1, 9, 16, 25. What is that sequence?
Squares.
Squares of numbers. Right? So anything which you write in such form is called a sequence. What is series? Series is an array of numbers which forms in a different specific style, which is infinite series. The number line is an infinite series. Your counting numbers is an infinite series. Yeah.
That's it in calculus.
Now what else? Which is the other subject?
Physics, mechanics.
Mechanics. Mechanics means what?
Machines.
Whichever have got a two energy. One is kinetic and there are two energy. One is moving energy, that is kinetic.
Potential.
Potential energy and kinetic energy. For every machine there is a movement. So in mechanics generally we
connected.
we connect about energy, flowing water, it has got a potential energy, kinetic energy. When you heat water, it is static. Later it starts moving. That is how convection happens. These are all mechanics. Any movement of items, matter, machines, displacement, time. So whatever calculus we are learning, that will have applications in mechanical engineering. Heat equation is it is not 1, 2, 3, 4. It will become 4th degree differential equation.
Oh wow.
Because temperature will not just go as speed goes. It is not directly proportional with the factor 1. It is directly proportional 4th factor. And when you have a radiation, the sunlight radiation, we will have integration. And now we have learned only distance and time. But sometimes it is not a distance and time alone. The friction also matters. Correct? The fuel efficiency matters. The engine capacity matters. So it is not one distance which is a parameter for the velocity. There will be multiple parameters. Different parameters will come, not one T and one S. For one heat, there will be many parameters. The temperature we are supplying, the vessel in which the food is kept, the volume of the vessel, all that matters how fast you can cook, right? So there will be a lot of parameters coming. Therefore, it will not become differential equation, it will become partial differential equation. So many parameters, when it affects the main function, it is called a partial differential equation. Now your mechanics will have integral partial differential equation. So such equations are called the integro partial differential equations. So in my PhD problem, I have used integro partial differential equations of 4th order.
Wow.
And the equation will start in one page, equal to will come in the 4th page.
Really?
That long will be the equations. Too many parameters. Okay. That will be interesting.
Okay. Thank you.
So what else?
There's kinematics, Newton's law of motions, work energy power, systems of particles and linear movement, rotation, oscillations, and gravitation.
Good. All that we will learn slowly.
So when should we meet?
Just text me like this. Probably we can then plan a schedule, because
Okay.
so between we can find some time in between.
Okay.
Whenever you can sit, you can tell me, or maybe we can discuss when is your good time.
I'm free all week. I
Yeah.
don't have any.
Fine. Then I will text you sometime. Maybe I'll give a 1 hour notice or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye. So my regards to everyone.
I
Chotu.
will.
Love to Chotu.
Okay. Thank you.
Fine. Bye. God bless you.
I'll see you later.